Hello class, my name is Jonathan McKenzie. I wanted to do my paper over my father. However, I had not found enough supporting documents to do an entire paper on him. So I incorporated him to support my topic, which is conflicting theologies between the Navajo religion and Christian theology. So with that said, I want to start off with introducing my parents, who were both missionaries with the Southern Baptist Convention. And I want to start off with a quote by Ernestine Lee, labeled The Mackenzies. And in here, in her article, she notes David and Ramona Mackenzie are full blooded Navajo Indians. They are missionaries of the Home Mission Board in New Mexico. Mr. Mackenzie, who is almost blind, is a regional missionary. He helped start mission preachers, preaching points, and train Indian pastors. So he did a lot of lay teaching and helped Navajos become lay leaders. And this is a very effective method in converting Navajo Christians into Christianity. And the reason being is the culture barrier and the language barrier that a lot of the Anglo missionaries had a tough time stumbling about. And my father noted that there was uh, the Anglo missionaries that would come onto the reservation had a tough time going without water, hauling their own water, no electricity, no plumbing, using outhouses, um, making trips into town, once a month or twice a month or whatever the case may be. But there was a big culture shock for Anglo missionaries coming onto the reservation. And so my paper covers a little bit of that, the multiple Christian denominations. And my father had noted um, in this picture here, he was with my oldest brother in 1970, I believe. And my dad said he had to learn that other Anglo ways didn't always work with Indians. You have to take a person, you have to take people as they are. Don't try to bring in foreign elements just to be flexible. Just be flexible, objective, and be willing to just try anything. And he was interviewed by Larry Jordan in this picture here. So he noted that he had to work through the culture barriers, the language barrier, and he was fluent Navajo. So this is like everyday thing for him. The downside to this was the roughing it. Also, he had a rough time working in Tinian, New Mexico, which is he noted a backside of nowhere, population 7 people. So, but the area covered thousands of Navajos. So he was excited about that. He loved his work. And then the other Christian denominations that moved in, the Pentecostals were very strict with their theology. Mormons moved in; they had another testament of Jesus Christ. The Catholics in the boarding schools, they were there long before my father was, and the boarding schools was another topic that pushed a lot of Navajos away from Christianity because they think that it's another form of colonization, and that put a bad taste in their mouth with the early 20th century, late 19th century boarding schools where uh, the Anglo Society tried to um, incorporate Native Americans into Anglo Society by any means necessary. And but overall, the Navajo religion, stated by Dr. Ross Enochs in the Franciscan Mission to the Navajos, he states the Navajo religion emphasizes this world, and the descriptions of the next world are vague. No conception of paradise was present. The Navajos' view of the afterlife was generally negative, and the fear of dead and ghosts made afterlife seem even less pleasant. So the um, culture barrier again, the taboos and all this stuff plays an important role into who uh, the Navajo religion, um, how it incorporates into everyday society. And so I talk a little bit about everything about this in my paper. And my father was the driving force in my of my paper. Thank you.